The season has been a memorable one, but it will come to an end for one of these teams today. Both looking to become bowl eligible by securing their 6th victory. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
looking deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Cook. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're setting up the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Texas's offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Quarterback moving. Going right and going deep. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And here comes the punt team.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds he goes. He'll mark it at the 16.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Blue. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Off play action on first down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking left. Hauls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down in the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown Longhorns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Syracuse, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Orange will have to punt.
4th down.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They bring the punter onto the field now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Manning. Using the quick game. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Dances away. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Willis. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
He's going to run it. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. catch in the middle. It's McFadden. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They believe they can run right here. Finding open areas. Picks up the first down, still moving. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Longhorns are on the move. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
You're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line. You've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speed.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Looking for space. It's Blue. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Syracuse will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Lockett. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Texas, 42. Syracuse, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
You can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Here's a hit. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Orange will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, when you